David Nichols, Sports Information Director at Mississippi College here, talking with senior wide receiver Matt Burke. And Matt, big win last week against Millsaps, the come-from-behind overtime win. What was it like being back on the field? I know you missed last season. What was it like being back on the field for such a huge win?
Gosh, it was, the first quarter, first half is all jitters, but, once I kind of just remembered it's just football, and, it's Millsaps is the biggest game we got, starting off in the season. It was really good to go out there and get a win and, come back like we did, because it showed that, we can handle the pressure. Something I feel like we didn't have last year.
And when you looked at the team, you came out and started fast. I mean, that's what y'all always talk about. Let's start fast. You got 10 points on the board. And do you think it may have helped your team to kind of fall behind in the second quarter to know that it's not going to be perfect all year long?
Right. And that's something we learned during all the practice during camp. We're put in situations that aren't always in our favor. Just like with the rain, things aren't going to be perfect conditions all the time. It's how we react to it is to show how good of a team we're really going to be.
And talking about the conditions, obviously terrible wind, rain, everything. The only thing that could have made it worse if it was cold. But as a receiver, what were the adjustments that you had to make prior to the game?
Well, first we were all the discussions if we're going to go gloves or no gloves, and kind of showed in the first couple series that once the gloves get wet, it's just you just got to get rid of them. Besides that, there's nothing you can do. You just gotta put it out of your head and know that you gotta go out there and catch the ball no matter what. So, and coach expects that from us, and that's what we're taught to do.
I know you were able to come back from injury and finally play this year. I know that was hard for you to sit out all of last year, but you were part of that ASC championship team 2 years ago, one of the top wide receivers through 7 games, and then you get injured. What was it like, seeing your team be successful at the end of last year and then this past year? I struggle a little bit, but you couldn't be a part of either one.
Yeah, the hardest part is not being out there to help. That's just kind of the way I've been brought up. If you want to be a leader, you want to be with your team, and even through the good or the bad. And when I first got out, in that 2 seasons ago, it hurt because we lost that very next game. And, it's a team thing, but you just want to be out there and. I think we were doing the math. It's 22 months since the last time I played a game, and it finally, I remember looking at coach and just saying I'm glad to be back. So you finally get to just take a breath and say I'm finally back here. So I was excited.
And then this week you come up and you play a Belhaven team that had a good game against last year, 21-14 victory over the Blazers, and you're going to Belhaven this year. What have you guys seen about their defense that you're going to try to exploit this week?
Well, Belhaven, they're always going to be bigger than us. They're not a bad team at all, but we're going to try to use our speed like we always do, and try to get them around the outside and play our game and not try to change what we do and force them to make adjustments to us. So that's kind of what we're working with right now.
And when Coach Joseph talks to you about the Blazers, obviously he used to coach there, and you're now 3-0 against Belhaven all time. Do you think that gives you some sort of advantage, or do you just start over from down number 1?
I think you always look either the score's tied no matter what, and you can't just go in with either have a big head or come in soft, because that's when they're going to take advantage of you. And not only is it Belhaven, but to go into our conference play 2-0 is a big motivator for us too. So it's not just win this game, but we want to have a good motivation going into Hardin-Simmons too.
Okay. Well, Matt, I appreciate your time, and thank you for your taking your time out for us. And senior wide receiver Matt Burke, and good luck in the game tonight.